How's that for an intro? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So we finished Planescape. Here is a game that some of the same people worked on. It's called Tyranny. Hope you guys like games with lots of There's actually more voice acting in this one than in Planescape, but there's still some reading. It's fine.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spy master and archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
That's called foreshadowing. Alright, so how much customization do we have here? We can play with the face model a little bit. I think we need a rugged that's a pretty good beard. It's a pretty good beard. That's even better. No. I got something in mind for this guy. This is what is foreshadowing? If not explicitly shown, I don't understand. Nice. I'm doing a gag here where it's kind of hard to explain the gag, but a bunch of times in Legion RPG games, at least twice. It started twice, and then it kind of took off from there. I played a rogue, and he died in like a really kind of anticlimactic way. And then another BPL game I played. Actually, no. Yeah, he died in an anticlimactic way. I played a similar character. Whoa, that's loud. How's my volume thing going? Can you hear me over the music? I'm fine, okay. What? Anyway, the joke is there's this character, Wakefield, and he always appears in the BPL RPG games, and he always dies. So that's who I'm gonna be. How's the aggressive voice sound?
Got it.
Yeah.
My wounds are slowing me down. I need rest.
That'll work.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll do. Actually, that portrait's pretty good too, so I'm just gonna keep that one. Refilling pizza. Music in this game is so good. I love this. I love this phrase here. This little 5-note phrase is a recurring motif throughout the soundtrack. How did you join Kairos' army? Let me move this actually so you can see what it's saying. Today you're a Fatebinder, agent of the Archon of Justice. You're by no means free, but as a warrior scholar deputized with discretionary powers to interpret and execute the laws of the Overlord Kairos, you are freer than most. Yeah, check this out. Orange text, you can hover over it and get a little codex thing. Kairos is a name of legend. For centuries, the Overlord has consolidated power, sending vast armies to swallow entire realms. So Kairos is a big deal. Able to deliver suffering and woe to every corner of Tyranny without leaving the capital, few have seen the Overlord in person. One does not apply to be a Fatebinder, one is called by Tunon, adjudicator of justice, and to decline is death. How did you stand out amongst this teeming mass of desperation and insignificance and gain the Archon's notice? Well, this is Wakefield, so lawbreaker. Accused of a crime you most certainly did commit, you stood before Tunon the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, and argued your case with eloquence and conviction. Impressed by your logic, reason, and confidence, he found you guilty anyway. In his mercy, Tunon offered you the choice of 2 sentences: decades languishing in prison, or a lifetime serving him in the court of Fatebinders. There we are. So our Mr. Wakefield was a criminal. You were trained in the following style. Dual wielding. Daggers are cool. Yeah. That's okay. Choose an ability. Fury of Bros. Or Slice. Flurry sounds pretty good. Can I change? No, I can't change that yet. Gonna go daggers for sure. Second combat style. I can't pick fire. Damn. You can learn fire magic, I guess you just can't start with it. Okay, so if you take that for your second style, you get daggers. So what if we go back, and for primary style, shock seems pretty useful. Atrophy, maybe? Some kind of magic for sure. What do you guys think? Shock, frost, atrophy, or vigor? We'll go into fire as soon as we can, I promise. Shock, yeah, I agree. Lightning is cool. So primary shock and then secondary dual wielding. That's not bad. That's not bad. Kind of has a thiefy look to him, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Yeah, let's go with that. Character colors. I mean, I don't know what to... Lightning begets fire. That is true. I don't know what to change. I mean, we can change the color scheme later. We can change all this stuff later. Let's just go with this for now. No. For now, let's make sure people know whose side we're on. That is the what do you call it? The emblem of Tunon. And this is that's the Overlord. But we'll use Tunon's banner because, you know, we may not have caused several fires while working on wiring in my various houses. Name. Wakefield. Alright, well, we want lots of quickness. Quickness is good. Probably not that much quickness. Definitely want lots of wits. Wits is very good. Probably want more wits than quickness. Finesse is useful. Let's pull back on vitality and resolve. Go into finesse. It needs to be greater than 4, so less than 4, so no walls and text. No, sorry. We are maxing wits. We're doing lots of wits. Quickness and finesse are probably good where they are. Alright, skills. Lore, for sure. We want lots of lore. Lore is the best skill. Subterfuge is also good. Athletics, also useful. Combat skills, we'll get them as we go. Let's get some more... Drive and finesse, that's cool. Let's get more athletics. Okay, that'll do. How do you want to start? We're going to do Conquest to start. You're going to see why. This is a really cool way to start the game. We're not just jumping in. We're going to start... You'll see. You'll see.
All the world has fallen to Kairos.
Oh, no,
In
go
the
back.
early days
Shit.
of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tearsmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tears sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
So yeah, so we're going to go through. During the Conquest, you'll decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the Tears, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice affects your character and how major factions of the Tears respond to you. So yeah, so we're setting up our own backstory in, like, the living world of the setting. Number 28. 8 years after what I presume was a really good year. The Bastard City stood on the northern border between Kairos' empire and the Tears. Built upon a natural harbor at the crossroads between two realms, the city was a nexus of commerce. To the Tears, it was the center of all wealth. To a northerner, it was little more than a backwater trading post. Taking this city would send a message to the rest of the Tears. Kairos' will is insurmountable. Alright, so we got choices. Infiltrate the Tears? Hold on. Find a better place for that. History remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the Conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advanced units of both armies preparing for a coming war. The Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? Or we could choose the Gates of Judgment. The armies of Kairos took the battle to the Gates of Judgment, trumpeting the opening call of the conquest of the Tears. The two armies brought their distinctive sense of order and chaos. You went to battle alongside them. So, do we go to the front lines, or do we be sneaky? I think sneaky. I think sneaky works. Yes, Whacker. You need to lead us, the unwashed masses. Don't worry, I got something in mind. The unwashed violence. Are you saying Scarlet Chorus? You saying we should go a chorus playthrough? I have a better idea. You'll see. For now, though, front lines or infiltrate. I think infiltrate sounds pretty cool. If we infiltrate with the chorus, you lend your elite skill to the disfavored scouts to capture a border garrison, or join the Scarlet Chorus as they raid villages and small towns, conscripting every able-bodied man and woman. If we go front lines, stand shield to shield with Kairos' ironclad elite, you advance in the mercenary army, or rush with the chaotic masses of the Scarlet Chorus, flanked the Bastard City's army, and drove them to flee. These are pretty cool options. Okay, so yeah. Rush the gates with the Scarlet Chorus, fight in the shield phalanx with the disfavored, take a border garrison with the disfavored, or raid villages and towns with the Scarlet Chorus. Thoughts? Anyone? Raid Trade with the chorus. Alright, let's do it. Oh, my plan is later, Whacker, don't worry. None of this affects my plan. The howling mobs of the Scarlet Chorus found easy pickings among the villages and frontier towns. Rallying an experienced gang under your control, you flooded the unprotected settlement with a deluge of bloodthirsty soldiers. The young and infirm alike received makeshift weapons, and examples were made of all who challenged your forces. Alright, new choice. Containing the fire. Your fiercest opponents were the mages of the School of Wild Wrath. Oh, this is why we couldn't start with fire magic, is because it's not part of Kairos' army yet. This is when, too barbaric to use their power responsibly, the unbridled practitioners needed to be stopped. How did you trick the hot-tempered mages into their own undoing? We could do that. Or, with the border garrison captured by your disfavored allies, you traveled ahead of Kairos' army and lurked in the shadows of the bastard city. You decided that converting one of the locals to Kairos' side would help bring the city to its knees. Alright. Absorb the fire? Yeah, okay. Lure the hot-headed mages to an ambush where a legion of disfavored springs the trap. Or trick the guild elders into a meeting with the voices of Narat. The mages were never seen again. Holy shit. Known in his official capacity as the Archon of Secrets, the voices of Narat is equal parts genius and madman. Rumors abound he can steal the minds of others, though few, if any, are alive to confirm as much. Few subjects of his interrogation are never heard from again, and the Archon is able to recall the memories of his victims with startling accuracy. Inside agent. Alright, let's... Inside agent. Let's, okay, so... Enlist a bitter captain of the guard to sell secrets to the disfavored, or... come to an arrangement with a well-connected smuggler who knows how to sneak agents behind the walls. Okay. Elite name here is saying inside agent. Whacker saying trick the mages. Oh, smuggler. Oh, okay, okay. We got a plethora of responses here. Okay, yeah, no, Whacker is right. We gotta do something with the fire. Obtain fire. Trick the mages. That sounds pretty fucking based, I gotta be honest. Let's do it. Few who could describe what horrors the Archon of Secrets visited upon his enemies during the conquest. Whether the elder mages knew little of the Archon's reputation or met with him out of curiosity didn't matter. Once the flap of the Archon's tent closed, none were heard from again. Your tactics of infiltration placed you in the bastard city ahead of the main armies. Your work softened the city's defenses for the arrival of Kairos' forces, but you wanted a decisive gesture that would give your allies a meaningful advantage. Challenge the commander of the city guard to an honorable fight to the death. Spreading the word of Kairos, you converted the poor and disaffected into the Scarlet Chorus. Or keeping to the shadows, you eliminated the leaders of the bastard city one by one. Yeah, that was a siren. I thought a busy street. This is pretty cool. Concealing shadows once per... Yeah, so we're going to get an ability. Once per encounter, concealing shadows. Duel the city guard gives us this. Once per encounter. And converting the poor into the Scarlet Chorus. Oh, gives us Searing Palm. Gives us fire magic. You know, I like this one, but this one gets us fire faster. I think we have to do this one. Middle one, yeah, okay. I mean, this one is pretty cool. But yeah, fire. Praise Org. You armed them with weapons and knowledge of a signal that would raise when the time was right. Okay. Move that around again. The bastard city settled into a new state of normalcy with every tower displaying Kairos' banner. Your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated career to come. Yeah, a lot of the architecture and artwork is very, very, like, like Babylonian, Mesopotamian. Tunon sent word you were to join the next frontier of Kairos' conquest, either as judge and overseer of Lethian's Crossing, or as war advisor of the armies in Apex. Alright, judge and overseer of Lethian's Crossing, or war advisor for the invasion of Apex. Go to Apex, that sounds cool as shit. That does sound pretty cool. Being a judge sounds pretty cool too, though. Deposits of iron made the settlement of Lethian's Crossing a strategic war asset. Cairo sent the Forge-bound smith mages of exceptional skill to establish a flow of weaponry. Tunon sent one of his Fatebinders to ensure the enforcement of Kairos' law. Apex. The troops of the mountain realm of Apex stood idle in the safety of their valley, biding their time as the neighbors in the Bastard Tier fell. A joint force of disfavored and Scarlet Chorus crossed over the mountains to take control of the Tier's central valley. Apex, 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 indifferent. Alright, Apex it is. Mountain Nation of Apex stood at the heart of the Tiers. No army could bypass the landlocked realm without leaving their flank exposed to attack. By the second year of the war, the disfavored and the chorus had pushed deep into the Tiers. Elements of both armies were dispatched to conquer Apex. Tunon assigned you to accompany them, tasked with bringing Kairos' law to the territory as well as keeping an eye on both armies. Okay. The Battle of Edgering Pass. Disfavored sent their most destructive ally to crush Edgering Fort. Cairn, Archon of Stone, buried the stronghold under an avalanche triggered from the surrounding mountains. The chorus were promised captured enemies for recruitment, yet none survived the onslaught. The chorus demanded compensation. Side with Disfavored. You congratulate the Disfavored for taking the pass without risking the lives of Kairos' servants. At this stage of the campaign, it was vital to use any advantage that would mitigate losses, or you upheld the Scarlet Chorus' claim and demanded the youngest Disfavored scouts join the chorus to settle the debt. Other one. Denial of Strength. A school of water mages loyal to the Tiersmen pose a substantial threat. The Disfavored wished to annihilate the school. The chorus insisted on capturing the mages to learn their craft. Side with the Disfavored, all mages had a chance to surrender before the war, and capturing the enemy would lead to needless losses. Or side with the chorus, order the mage elders taken alive for interrogation. Right, annihilate water mages. Yeah, so water mages are recruits. Sounding like water mages, take them alive. Okay, death. Well, I gotta go with Whacker here. Water is anathema to fire. Let us side with the Disfavored. Recruit water. Interesting thought, Fez. Explain. Seems we have a schism in chat. Water plus fire equals steam. This is true, and you can get burns from steam. What do you think, Whacker? Steamed hams. Spicy air. This sounds like side with professional soldiers or insane rabble. Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. Alright, seems like we're going with the Scarlet Chorus again. Take them alive for interrogation. Countless lives were lost taking the mages to custody. The chorus praised your name as they dragged the beaten elders of the school to the voices of Narat's tent. A captive captain. When Kairos' forces captured a celebrated hero, the armies bickered over his fate. The Disfavored wanted him set free to convince his peers of Kairos' mercy. The chorus wanted him flayed and staked as an example. Or poisoning the well. Hoping to break the siege, the Scarlet Chorus agents poisoned the Apex water supply in secret. Days later, uninformed Disfavored scouts died of illness. Outraged by the failure of communication, the disfavored demanded the chorus agents turn them over for punishment. Okay, so prisoner or accidental poisoning. Turn over the agents. We can do one of these. Incompetence makes Kairos angry. I think it would. I think you're right about that. Set the dude free. Okay. So yeah, so punish the saboteurs. Justice would be served. Or set the captive free. All who surrender to cooperate be treated with deserving respect as subjects of Kairos' peace. Which of these do we want to do? Alright, set him free. Alright, set him free. Shocked by your clemency, the enemy captain vowed to deliver his message in full and paid his respects before departing for his encampment. Though typically more uncompromising, the disfavored praised your innovative thinking. The Scarlet Chorus despised what they viewed as resources wasted, only to release a known enemy back to the wild. With the defeat of Apex and inevitability, the armies of Kairos met to discuss how to put an end to the stage of the conquest. Both armies agreed to send an offer of parley. Along with their acceptance, the enemy requested you appear at the meeting. Word of your fair dealings had apparently spread to their ranks. How did you orchestrate the surrender of Apex? Taunting the queen into striking on her band of truce, you baited the queen into a duel and slew her? Through days of mediation, you negotiated the surrender of the Valley to Kairos, putting an end to further bloodshed. Diplomacy or trickery? Negotiate. Kill the queen. Fez, weigh in here. Diplomacy. Diplomacy, alright. Let us settle this like civilized folk. Your former allies were loath to part with their lands, but they were even more reluctant to continue a war they were losing at every turn. The Tearsmen are a stubborn lot, and despite their grim situation, it still took days of discussion and diplomacy to show them the madness of tenacity. On the third day of mediation, the rulers of Apex finally submit to your terms of surrender, putting an end to the war in the valley and freeing up Kairos' forces to march deeper into the Tears. The land of Apex finally rested in the hands of Kairos' forces. The Scarlet Chorus paused to revel in victory, etc., etc. Kairos' armies radiated from the conquered citadel and worked their way across the Tears. Your distinguished reputation left the choice of your next destination yours to make. So I'm going to make a choice here. We're not going to Stalwart. We're not going to Azure. We're going to the Vellum Citadel. Its treasures, its knowledge, its secrets. You'll see why. You'll see why I chose this one. So here we are, 3 years into the campaign, and we haven't even started the game yet. I really like this like framing device here. The Vellum Citadel was an archive and library of massive scale. Its inhabitants were known as the School of Ink and Quill, a circle of mages that centuries ago carved out their own mountainous refuge on lands unsettled by the other major realms. Oh yeah, no, I also made bad choices the first time I played through. You want to know something actually? There's not just the 2 paths to this game. There's actually 4 paths you can take. One of them is a lot more difficult to enable than the other. Well, the extra ones, I mean. Like, there's the Scarlet Chorus and there's the Disfavored. There's also 2 pseudo-secret paths you can take. We're going to do one of those. I haven't decided which one, but because of the choices we've made, we could at this point go either. Legend said the Citadel housed a treasure trove of arcane knowledge. The Overlord's spies infiltrated the school and confirmed as much. The time is ripe to send a detachment to the great library fortress and force the scholars to yield. I'm not going to tell you, Whacker. A detachment of Kairos' army marched on the Vellum Citadel. Oops, someone's bothering me. Sorry, one sec, guys. Okay, sorry about that. As they near the main gates, a blast of arcane energy struck the commander's dead. Hey, Diggs. Suddenly, the highest ranking officer alive, Kairos' forces look to you for their next steps. Ooh. I have not overused this music, Diggs. This is great music for an evil campaign. Come on. Okay, so we can take command of Kairos' armies, or we could jam with Siren, the Archon of Song. What do you guys think? Jam session. Yeah, Siren is pretty based. Siren, Archon of Song, used her power to enthrall enemy mages who crept beyond the Citadel walls. The disfavored began executing the captives before they could share dangerous knowledge, a crime under Kairos' law. Calm the disfavored with a compromise, the sage's mouths be bound with iron bridles preventing from speaking knowledge, or punish the disfavored for executing mages bound to the chorus in order that several disfavored be given to the Archon of Song as her personal bodyguards. Which way do we want to go here? Punish. Chorus sounds chaotic, do that. Yeah, right. The wisdom of the sages and the knowledge of the Citadel were too important to silence. The disfavored balked at entering the Archon's service. But your ruling left them with no choice. Archon Siren, delighted in having new toys to play with, and promptly enthralled her personal guard. Okay. Right of command. Archon of Song incited Scarlet Chorus recruits to fight their leaders. The disfavored demanded an end to the practice. Or, a group of enemy mages surrendered to the disfavored, claiming to be spies of the voices of Narat. No one could verify the claim. The disfavored ready to interrogate them, but the Scarlet Chorus demanded the prisoners be given to their custody. Alright, spies or chain of command stuff. This one sounds cool. I like this one. Lord No Skills wants to do the right of command. Okay, okay. Agree with the disfavored. The right of command had its place, but not when Kairos' forces were outnumbered. Whacker wants to take the mages and see what happens. Or honor the right of challenge. Rule that each Archon has the right to govern their armies according to their nature. Divergus, his knowledge is power. Okay, okay. We could go with the other one. Leave the mages in disfavored custody, or turn them over to the Scarlet Chorus for more knowledge. Knowledge is power. Disfavored, okay. They remain in custody while you review their claims. Whacker again with the chorus. Yeah, yeah. Turn him over. Yeah, knowledge is power. I think I'd have to side with the chorus here too, yeah. It's not for the disfavored to decide whether or not the claim of loyalty is legit. The chorus accepted the mages with gratitude, and presuming a discussion or interrogation followed. The Scarlet Chorus admitted they sent the mages to the Voices of Narat with an escort, dispatching them under cover of night without due authorization. He reprimanded the soldiers for keeping you out of the loop. Kinda sus. Edict of Fire. Disgusted by your approbation of the Scarlet Chorus, the disfavored forces withdrew from the field of battle. Your small detachment now lacked the manpower to take the Vellum Citadel. Damn. Oops. Tunon sent word that Kairos' patience had run thin. The Overlord would cast an Edict of Fire on the enemy. The parchment arrived in a slender case of engraved iron. written on it the words of a spell powerful enough to destroy the Vellum Citadel. You had the choice of when to read the edict. Reading it at sunrise would offer your enemies no warning of the devastation to come. You could also wait till sunset, giving them ample time to flee or make amends. Give the enemy no quarter, or give them a chance to surrender. You know what? I think they've had time enough to surrender. Oh, you guys want to show mercy? Okay. Let it not be said that the Overlord is without mercy. Claiming they still had spies, when the Citadel, the Scarlet Chorus urged you to warn the mages of the edict. Granting their request, you met with the enemy under a blue flag of peace and warned them of their doom, giving the Chorus spies and the enemy a chance to run. Yeah, it's gonna burn either way. Let's do it. Confronted the mages in the morning and hoped the message was received. The hour before sunset, numerous figures were spotted fleeing the Citadel. As the sun dipped over the horizon, you read the words of the edict. The earth shook, and a red-orange light glowed in the foundation of the sprawling Citadel. Bubbling from under the library, a torrent of lava heaved with explosive force, gushing from windows and between loose bricks, melting winding trenches in the surrounding land. Days later, the flames still raged on, the conflagration continually fed and renewed by the power of the edict. Praise Zorg. The armies of Kairos left the devastation of the Vellum Citadel in silence. From that day forward, the Tears came to know the once noble Citadel as the Burning Library. Alright, are we happy with this? Are we satisfied with our choices? Or should we start again? I'm pretty satisfied. Yeah, let's go. I think we went,
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault. With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance, but months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons. As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Well. Fate binds in Wakefield, I presume. Kairos, the Overlord, be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. Salute. We were told a Fatebinder was coming, and our commanders will not say why. Okay, let me put this back. There we go. Install battle plans to wipe out the Oathbreakers. Yeah, so any green thing here is a reference to stuff that we've done, usually in conquest mode. It is perhaps one of the few points of agreement between the disfavor and the Scarlet Chorus. Yeah, so we went kind of heavy Scarlet Chorus in conquest mode, but I think we can pull it back. Yeah, all right. Can you hear the hum in the air? Senses are more than you sense to see more than mine, good Fatebinder. All right. Well, she doesn't need to know. I'm in a hurry to deliver a message to the Archons. More runners. Oathbreakers keep trying to send messages to the mountains to gather help from inside the valley. Alright, let's fight. Give me my... Where's my swords? There's my sword. Sword mode. No, that's not a sword. Come on, swords. What the... There we go. Let's give him some fire. Yeah. Praise him. Praise him. Example of the fate that awaits those who resist the darkness. What are they hoping to accomplish here? The runners are instructed to escape the valley and drum support from elsewhere in the tiers. Don't know if they think I'll listen to their pleas. We smashed every army, fortress, and some who claim really these lowborn tiers would have to offer. We could gain a little bit of disfavor here. Or we could just piss them off some more. You know what? I kind of want to get wrath with both of the major factions, because they both fucked it up. So, perhaps if you'd more thoroughly destroyed these tiers, we wouldn't be having this problem. Perhaps we'd put these fools to the act, but some Fatebinder got the idle notion of convincing the locals to surrender. Cope. Okay, listen here. Listen here. Know your place, soldier. How much longer until I reach the Archons? Okay. How dare you question me? Boulder? Hell yeah. Love it. Yes! It was their idea to negotiate. Yeah, she's being sassy. Fire.
To battle! Will do.
It wasn't very effective. Zap. Oh yeah, don't forget to wow, holy shit. That was awesome.
I got it. Right.
He's on fire. Take the loot. Stand foolish, indeed. Where the fuck is... Where's my support? Where'd she go? Hey, go down the pass. Look, you're wounded, bud. This but a scratch. Alright. Hail Kairos.
Can't do that.
Can we sneak? No, we sneak. Stealth trigger.
On the lookout.
Sneak mode.
Try and catch me, worm.
This one's crazy. Too much lead in our water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Harbinger, still standing after 3 years of war. Come join me in
first
battle
year of
once
the war,
again.
fighting
We'll show
alongside.
these children how it's done.
Arrows as soldiers in the field of battle. You elected to join forward elements of the Scarlet Chorus, tasked with moving ahead of the main battle line. Known among each other as Harbingers, this group of first veterans is a dying breed. But those still alive, such as this Scarlet Fury you know as Verse, are some of the most accomplished and fearsome warriors. So we know her. Okay, we fought with her in the first year. Hell yeah. Friend. See, isn't that cool?
Come
Like,
at
the whole
me, brave
it's
mate.
rooted this character in the setting. We know people know who we are. We have to go through the mandatory 7 hours of being a
Fall
nobody
before me!
that every fucking RPG
For the
has.
queen!
Will do.
She's also a dex-based dual wielder. And incredibly based indeed. Oh shit, I'm muted. Come on. Damn it. There we go. Blood-soaked stone. Oh, coordinated attack.
Await my signal.
There we go.
Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent. I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone.
Alright, well, I'm ready if you are. No time to talk.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
Rings. Rings were the first introduced by Kairos in the early years of the Northern Conquest. The currency of the divided realms was of questionable value and easily counterfeit. Rings offer the promise of a shared economy simple enough for anyone to understand. Today, they are the standard currency across the known lands of Tyrannus. Their commonality and ease of transportation quickly made rings the preferred unit of trade, even in realms where Kairos' peace is not observed. Alright. Yeah, we kill them, we take their stuff.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish
I am,
we'd
after
joined
all, a
them.
thief.
But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Narat!
I am, after all, a thief. Cool hat. Scroll. Some stuff. What do we got here? Ooh. A magical accent, which increases the range of a spell. Rogue's leathers, huh? That's actually, those are pretty good. Decent. Yeah, more armor, less recovery, but they have this as well. Bonus damage on with all of these debuffs. It's pretty cool. I mean, like that has style value, but it has a cool buff. Not wear those. She can have the hat though. It's a cool hat. It's a very cool hat. Look at that.
Right.
Ooh, Peacebinder. Oh, yeah, the people of Apex know you as Peacebinder for your efforts to negotiate a surrender, saving them the costly conclusion to defeat. Nearly all of the watch captains bow to you. It would seem your reputation precedes you. Now, if you've come to once again talk peace, it seems you're too late. Well, have them surrender, or no escape, and for Oathbreakers, no surrender. What do we think? No escape. Yeah, you had your chance. No mercy for Oathbreakers. Just piss everybody off. Using magic. Alright, let's try this again. Blood-soaked stone. Here we Didn't fucking work. Okay, fine. Stop.
Bleed out, you little shit!
Right. I got it.
Hey, good job. Situation on the cliff side. They have the commander. Okay, but I gotta take the stuff. Yoink.
Right.
Oh, Reverse wants to talk. Hardly a symbol, just a scroll. Used to be the Pride of Graven Ash's Legion. What happened? It has it, Ash has been under more scrutiny, seeing as he took a stand against Kairos in the past. Before he met Kairos, Graven Ash rallied his legions against the Overlord's authority. His prowess at the battlefield ingratiated into the Archons, who welcomed him into their ranks. Even though he bent the knee, it doesn't place him above suspicion. Ash's troops impressed the growing empire, but Kairos made them sacrifice everything they were up to the point Ash surrendered. They've been disfavored ever since. Huh. Lore. Stow your weapons, or we find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine below. What was that? Skewer him. Worry not for me. Graven Ash will protect. The disfavored are protected by Archon Graven Ash's mystical aegis. Many will attest it allows disfavored to endure truly staggering punishment. There are no documented cases of a disfavored surviving decapitation, being sliced in half, or other wantonly fatal doses of trauma. It is highly unlikely that Ash's aegis will save Drastus from his neck being sliced open. Now, you heard the man. What are you waiting for? Permission? Yeah, I'm with Mocking Blaze here. Shoot the hostage. Take him out of the equation. All right, we have a bunch of options here. Threaten him. Release the prisoner. You might know the inside of a cell. Invoke the name. You know, you should know who I am. Charge him. Bum rush him. Sneakily bum rush him, or just straight up rush him. 2 or 3. 3 seems pretty good. I'm leaning towards 2 or 3 myself. Let's do it. Hey! That's right. Rest of you drop your weapons. With his attention turned, you dash forward. Reaches out his dagger, but your hand is already on his wrist. Yeah! Break his hand, he drops the dagger to the ground. Oh dear. They got him. Kairos be praised. The Oathbreaker fought with the rage of Cairn himself. Mountainous Archon of Stone. His temper and proclivity towards destructive solutions branded him a liability. Cairn went on a rampage, declaring himself independent of Kairos, and the conquest was an unlawful sham. Kairos drafted the Edict of Stone to put an end to the rebellious Archon. His petrified corpse rests in the ruins of Azure to this day. Jeez. A student of letters should be able to make sense of this. Lore. Literacy is rare in the north. Few disfavored soldiers know more than a few written words. Let's have a look. I mean, should we piss him off a little bit? No. Being the same message in different scripts, the parchments explain the Vendrian Guard's desire to overthrow the Archons. Yeah, see, Whacker, here's the thing, okay? Loyalty, or favor and wrath are not the same track. They're two different tracks. You can have favor and wrath in equal measure with factions. I kind of like that about this game, right? It's not all just one track that you go left and right on. It's two different tracks. But yes, I want to piss everyone off this run. Because, I mean, honestly, the tiers should have been conquered by now. Come on. Alright, so it's recruitment material. Yeah, it's recruitment material. The Archons are expecting you. You guys want to see some foreshadowing? Ancient weeping mother of the statue pays homage to Queen Lyseria's first of her name. Fresh water once flowed. The statue, when Kairos' forces attacked, the statue began weeping blood and has done ever since. Huh. Oh, Whacker needs to BRB. Let's take a little break and wait for him. Oh, a new sigil. I can actually say sigil now because it's no longer the name of the place. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Ooh, haste. Haste is good. Two-handed thing.
Will do.
Hey, finder. Have a pleasant siege. Alright, there's some loot we can grab. Let's grab it while we're here.
Huh.
See, athletics is good. We can get into places and take stuff. It's not going all the way up there yet. But, we'll loot the disfavored stores that has mushrooms. Oh. Oh. We have an opportunity here to do some law. Prisoner name says his name is Tarkus Demos. I don't think this is a complicated matter. He dies. All must be given a chance to find absolution and service the chorus. You know full well this has always been our way. We'd let you take prisoners, but you can't control them. You send these conscripts on patrol, they never return, defecting all over again. Well, I insist this oathbreaker be taken to the voices of Nerat, leaving us at an impasse. Fortunately, we have a fate binder to settle the matter for us. Last time the disfavored showed mercy, gives. These filthy hill people spat on the surrender, and were fools to ever treat them as anything more than violent children. Yeah, I tend to agree. One chance at surrender is enough. The glory of Kairos. A merchant. Hello. I trust you've been granted proper stewardship of the goods you're peddling. Well, I think so. I've been handed these scripts, but I'm not a woman of letters. Let me see. Cursor to read indicates the merchant is granted unlimited right to trade in the logistical capacity. When not supporting an active battle, she has the right to trade grain, copper, and olives anywhere in the tiers. Where'd you get these? Richard Bronze acquired these on my behalf from Archon Tunon's agents. Alright, well, seems to be in order. let's see what you have. Already no lightning, so. I think that'll do. Hey, look, we have 69 bronze rings. Nice. Mocking Blaze, anything to say? Nope.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh yeah, let's go climb that wall.
Can't do that.
There's some loot there. Yeah, so Verse has these stances.
You learn something every day.
Ooh, level. Verse has these stances. Oh. Yeah, so she's got a range stance, she's got a dodge stance, and she has a reflect damage stance. That's pretty good. Level up. Right. Wits is important, so we'll get that. Now, talents. What I know, right? Look at them. Alright, can't go into leadership yet. Defense is mostly shield stuff. Power is strength-based. Agility is... yeah, agility is like the rogue skill tree. Magic is pretty cool, too. There's some cool magic ones. Let's just go with agility. Oh, sneak attack. 50% damage on attacks from stealth. Not bad. Replace dodge with parry when defending against range attacks. Move faster in combat, also useful. Slice. Feint. Ooh, blinded. Blinded, accuracy reduced by 30. Cool. Sneak attack sounds fun. We need more subterfuge, though, to make that really work. Moving faster. That's pretty good. You know what? Blinding. Blinding is good. Oh yeah, so check this out, right? This game has a magic system. You don't learn spells, you learn core sigils and expressions. So, we know the sigil of lightning, we know the sigil of fire, and we have 2 expression sigils. We have focused intent, gets us searing palm, and then we have distant impact, which gets us fireball, a sign skill. Oh, and then we can learn accents that add special effects to them. So, or we could swap to lightning and learn charged fist, which we have already learned. Focus intent gives us electric jolt. So yeah, you don't learn spells, you learn sigils and you learn expressions to make your own spells. Isn't that cool? There's a lot of fun things you can do with them. Verse doesn't know any expressions. Let's give her the 2 basic ones. What is this? Light leather gauntlet, that's cool. Yoink. Sigil of proximate action. Lore 80, okay. Well, we'll just have to pump up lore some more, I guess. If I'm right, there's only 2 ways to get that particular sigil, and the other way is really easy to miss. Like, I actually missed it the first time I played this game. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Alright, to the camp. I'm gonna hydrate, guys. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hail hydrate. But yeah, there's I think there's 8 different sigils, and there's a bunch of different expressions. Oh, hello. Did someone say law? Hail, Fatebinder. I respect these disfavored lands. I'm happy to give them the proper toll. She's going on about trading rights. What nonsense is this? Well, the Overlord regulates all trade. If you lack the proper permits, your goods are forfeited. Trade permit? Well, I mean, who do I speak to for such a thing? Not us. Maybe march your butt to Bastard City and plead your case before Tunon. Excuse me, soldier. Anything to be argued before Tunon may be argued before me. What's there to discuss? We should kill this mongrel and... oops. Oops. If the Fatebinder wishes to weigh in on the matter, courtesy demands we listen. Okay. You can rob me and have my supplies today. You can leave me alive and have fermented honey all year long. You have a lot of perishable goods, but no hauling crew. You are a battlefield looter. I don't know what you're getting at. Oh yeah, intimidate him? Yeah, pick him up by the collar. Pick him up by the collar. How stupid do you think I am? Just don't hurt me. I found most everything in the forest of the valley. I'd keep my head low when I heard combat, and I'd take a look, grab whatever wasn't claimed by the first victors. So you stole from the disfavored dead. How else did you get your hands on that iron? You'd come here and sell us our own armaments? Well, if anything hadn't known her, I'd return it. Well, this iron would have turned to rust if I left it in the mud of the battlefield. The disfavored are few in number, is that not right? You need a man like me to gather up supplies that would go to waste. He's got a point. We're going to do number 2. The disfavored will tolerate your presence, but you will pay them handsomely for such charity. We will? We will. If you'll supply the disfavor with a profit, perhaps this indiscretion is for the best. A work slave to scrounge provisions would be an asset. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see? He broke the law. We're giving him his punishment. Alright. Giving legal rulings like this. Not yet, Whacker. Giving legal rulings is like my favorite part of this game. You're lucky I ran across you, bud.
On it.
Oh, need to ask you something. What's that? Voices of Narat told me you've come as a mediator. Considering the source, I can't help but feel I'm only hearing half the story. So let's have it. What's so special about you? Did the voices of Narat ask you to spy on me? Wow, you even surprised? So that's a yes. That is a yes. What else has he told you? Should we tell her? She's gonna find out sooner or later. I'm here to deliver an edict. Makes a crazy kind of sense, considering how long the siege has taxed the armies. I can understand why Kairos would send an edict. Have you read it? Do you know what it says? Do we tell her? Yeah, the Archons must claim Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all will perish. Why do you think the Archons are at odds? It's been building for a few years. Heard grave and ashen voices of Narat shared some bad blood in the Northern Empire, but I don't know the particulars. By my authority, the Archons will fall in line. Hell yeah. I really ought to meet the Archons. Be careful around the disfavored.
Got it.
What are these? It's a different kind of... oh, just same armor, just different style. I like the other style better. Actually, I guess we can throw some of the stuff in the stash because we're not going to use it. There's a way... Right, shift click goes straight to stash. Let's keep these handy though. Who goes there? Stand your ground. No, go no farther. You approach disfavored ground. State your business. I am Tunon's Fatebinder. Stand aside. I'm expected. Ah, you're the fire starter. Damn right I'm the fire starter. Telling some harrowing stories about Kairos' Edict of Fire. I think myself brave. I'm happy to, but far away from it. Go on in. No addendum. Okay. Let's, oh, hello. Hail to you, Guardian of the Law. Might I take a closer look at one of these crates? Standard inspection. By all means. Okay, nothing out of place or unauthorized. Everything seems in order. Let's get rid of some of this junk. Oh, that's the edict. Hang on to that. Might need that later. Are these really the same? I guess they are. How odd. Well, let's get rid of that one. That'll do for now. Let's not keep the Archons waiting. Oh, they're fighting.
more reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tearsmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery, but I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
Archon of Secrets passes the scepter between his hands as he speaks. Well, hello there, Fatebinder. We'll be with you in just a moment. He's speaking in the Codex pop-ups.
Hey, watch yourself. When these two get going, you don't want to get between them.
Yeah. Whacker says if you just shut up and let them argue, you'll learn a lot. Let's let them
I
argue.
always know you've run out of things to say when you resort to mocking my vassals. If we are to speak of treachery, why is it that my scouts see the Scarlet Chorus warriors defecting back to the Vendrian Guard? Your fearsome reputation has gone flaccid, for it seems you cannot control your soldiers, or perhaps you simply choose not to.
Speaking of strategic failures, who was it that insisted the valley would need only a token garrison? For some strange reason, we can't seem to recall which balding halfwit grossly underestimated the enemy. Thoughts?
Can you hear us, Fatebinder? Cough if we have your attention. Should we cough or should we stay silent? Let him argue, yeah. Well, the voices just wants to know whether we can hear him. See? Can you hear us, Fatebinder? Here, let's cough.
And I thought you had left agents within these Tearsmen when they surrendered. Either you failed to see this coming, or you knew and let it happen. Incompetent or in cahoots, either way, this mess has your filthy stink all over it.
If the voices knows that you're paying attention, he'll goad Graven Ash a little bit more, and
We
the
look
conversation goes
forward
longer.
to seeing you explain to Tunon why the Archon of War could not close the vice on this trivial little insurgency.
He's performing.
When we are crowned the ruler of the Tears, we shall have this place renamed to Ash's Folly in your honor.
Tosses his scepter in the air. Good. Now pay attention. You might miss something. Alright, remain silent.
If I could trust the information I get from you and your conscripted mouth breathers, perhaps I'd order my cohorts around a bit more aggressively. But last time I trusted your all-clear report, my troops failed to come home.
Oh, Ash, old boy. If you're going to have a little sob every time one of your nieces or nephews dies to the Tearsmen, perhaps we should have Siren sing you some calming lullabies to help you cope with your grief.
Conscripted mouth breathers. Yeah, that's good. Take care you don't learn too much, Fatebinder. An excess of knowledge or of curiosity even can earn unwanted attention. Hold your tongue. I will not have you denigrate the honor of our fallen brethren. Be doing us all a favor if I cracked open an excuse for a head. They bicker like children, do they not? I only meant to say welcome to our guest, the Fatebinder. And not a moment too soon.
Did I give you permission to speak?
Oh. Yeah, Ash is not a fan. 2, glare silently.
Ah, the fire starter has arrived. Welcome. Our agents tell us such lovely stories of what you did at the Vellum Citadel. Have you come bearing another fragment of Kairos' wrath in tow?
Oh.
My soldiers tell me you helped Commander Drotus on your way through Edring. You honor the court with your selfless cooperation, for that is the sort of camaraderie that Kairos demands of us all.
So one thing I'm looking for here is I'm looking for any option that gives favor with Tunon. We want that to be as high as we can get it. Should we acknowledge it? Should we piss them off, or should we just get straight to business? Oh, actually, this pisses off the voices, but Ash likes it. This pisses off Ash, but the voices likes it. This pisses off the voices, but Ash likes it. These are all favor except for this one. This one gains us some wrath. 4. Sucking up to the Archons. Let's just get straight to business. Let's not fuck around. I come bearing an edict.
Once again, you bring us support in a time of need. We fondly remember your service to the chorus in the taking of the bastard city. We knew back then you were destined for great things. But we had not anticipated you would be twice honored with the task of proclamation. So, do not keep us waiting. What is the Overlord's will?
Alright, we can just straight read the edict. We could, seems you need some encouragement to work together. Or, in honor of your incompetence and disarray, the edict will execute every living thing in this valley. Which way to go here? Well, the edict is going to kill everyone regardless. It's just a question of how do we frame it. I agree. I agree with Wackett. Let's go with 1. Let's be an impartial agent of the court. The Overlord's servants must hold Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all in the valley shall perish. The earth sways with each word you utter, the air thickening with warmth as you pronounce the tersely phrased commandment, its every syllable drafted by the hand of Kairos. With the edict proclaimed, your pulse quickens and the muscles in your legs, worn from a long trip down the mountains, feel renewed, the tired limbs now nearly buoyant with vigor.
The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive. We'll need to advance across the Mittani. We lose everything if we stand still, and we move to back up Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time, so we do this the hard way, over the walls instead of through.
So you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on the matter.
Watch him squirm. So many tears over replaceable, expendable, useless soldiers. I miss the old Archon of War. You'd never see blood echo in a blubbering mess over a few dead killers. He'd used the knuckle bones of his best disciples for jewelry, and even made a breastplate out of his dead brother's ribcage, because that's how a real man deals with grief. There was an Archon of War before Graven Ash. The Archon titles are not unique. Isn't that interesting? Silent, yeah, remain silent, yep. Impassive agent of the court.
You make it sound like you've been putting even the slightest effort into getting a foothold across the Mittani, when all you've done is set your gangs to uncoordinated raids. You're the Archon of Secrets. Why is it you still don't know the enemy's full strength and capabilities? Maybe you know, and choose not to share.
Look, if you're afraid to send more troops against the Oathbreakers, just admit that you're a coward and allow us to take charge of the situation. The Scarlet Chorus will be happy to prove it can do what the disfavored cannot.
Let's keep listening.
I tire of your incessant heckling. The disfavored have shouldered the brunt of this war, and I will not have you mock our sacrifices.
My lord, Derek and his men have been drilled on the Echo Call assault plan. The Crescent runners should be briefing as we speak regarding the latest enemy movements across the river. I'll dispatch them at once. And I will ensure the chorus stands ready to march. If the disfavored can take the river, the chorus has the manpower to secure the outer ring of the valley.
Our soldiers clamor for battle, and at last we shall have it. Verse, we command you to continue guarding the Fatebinder. Tunon's Chosen is our honored guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
I won't let you down, boss. He'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as he doesn't do anything too stupid.
Before we go, you are owed payment, Firestarter. Our spies at the Vellum Citadel were nearly cut down by the disfavored. They have you to thank for their lives. Here is a taste of our gratitude.
The Archon tosses a small handful of rings your way. With one last twirl of the scepter, he departs. Suit yourself, Fatebinder, the more... He's only supposed to do that if we ignore him. Catch the rings, or I don't take bribes. You know what? Impartial agent of the court. Let the rings fall to the ground. I don't take bribes.
Bribery? But we paid you after you helped us. You law pups are so hard to figure out sometimes.
Impartial agent of the court.
Finally. The fool and his puppet are gone. Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kairos' judgment, but I will never understand why the voices of Narot is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunon favor him in the end. Though the Edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us. Now, if you'll leave me be, I have a battle to plan. I imagine duty requires you speak with the chorus further, but if I can convince you to lend a hand, most of my legion is trapped beyond the mountains, so I'm in need of an added sword or two. If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until we are ready for the final push into the Citadel.
You know, I do wish to be counted among the glorious. Short a few scouts, short a few soldiers, short a few everything. And what of the chorus? How will they be helping?
I ask myself that question often. While we take the river crossing, the Scarlet Chorus should be using their sizable presence to remove the Oathbreaker patrols lurking in the outer valley.
Alright, I would be honored to help. I guess. Would we be honored, or should we just glare silently some more? One? Yeah, okay. Honored to help. Honor a brew. Oh, the chorus could use our assistance too, alright. Let's do some side quests. Let's loot Graven Ash's tent.
Got it.
Yoink.
I got it.
Oh, did verse light up? We do not do Shema for display. Alright, that's our rule. Okay. No Shema for display. Sounds good. Verse wants to talk. How did you do that? Do what? Back in the Archon's war tent, you can cast an edict as casually as reading a supply shipment. How'd you do that? I've done it before. You cast the edict of fire in the Vellum Citadel. I heard about it. How Kairos' anger raised a volcano under the sage's own fortress. That was some impressive work. Ah, that was me. Call me impressed. I'm surprised you're even alive to tell of it. Your vocal cords should turn to ash by now. I'm trying to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just worth recognizing what you've done. Alright. Yes, Whacker. agent of the court, also kind of a rogue, Han Solo-ish, a little bit. Bit equipped. Okay, nothing to say to him. Ooh, lesser sigil of strength. Heavy leather. Nah, no, it's cool looking. Let's actually plug that one into an existing spell. Pump them up a little bit. So you can just add accents to spells you've already made. Isn't that cool? See, now that one is now too complicated, so we can't actually cast it, so we just reset that. Yeah, Bzzzt and Foosh, and we also have Fireball and Lightning Bolt.
I got it.
Pretty good.
Sorry, I can't.
Pretty good. Stone the shield armor. Where are you? Iron Marshal Irinos. Don't just coddle the impact. Push back with your shield. Take the momentum. Eyes on your opponent's waistline. If you spend more than a glance checking his footwork, you've lost. Judging from your uniform, this is the Iron Marshal Irinos, first among equals in the Iron Guard. It was mentioned you're short on warriors. What's the situation? Brigades amassing among Placket, Echo Call, and Littletooth Crossing. Venturing Guard may hold one bridge, or they can't hold against a concerted three-prong attack. Alright. This is the second major attack on the river. What happened last time? Defeat. Guard and Blighted Path. Every rate of charge ahead was lost. We found bodies washing up in the river for days. Really? Are you sure those guys didn't just give you all sorts of details about the enemy and you chose to disregard our warnings? We can pass out blame after the war. Only the Oathbreakers matter now. Quite right. I will assist. Okay. Antio will lead the charge at Echo Call Crossing, assisting he'll be Barrack at the Stone Shields. Before you ask, no, the Forge-bound weren't sloshed on Dapplesleeve when they fitted his armor. He survived the full force of the Edict of Storms, and this armor doesn't exactly come off. Huh. The soldier that steps up to you better resembles an amalgamation of rusted blades and mismatched pieces of armor fused into a vaguely human shape. Ugh.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
The Ox is represented in this game. Nod silently.
Barrack, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
I don't believe we've been acquainted.
It's challenging enough to experience battle from a courtroom, much less remember the faces of your cohorts. I wouldn't expect you to know me under these accursed blades of rust. It's just my luck that I'm assigned to one of Tunon's legal clerks. I'm sure you think the rules don't apply to you, but I'm counting on you working with me and my squad to stop these Oathbreakers.
Ask that Barrack accompany you to arbitrate the cooperation between his company and the Scarlet Chorus. Barrack, you've been without a cohort since the last Battle of Stalwart. It's time we gave you a task more worthy than hauling wagons and leading drills. Ash has assigned you to the Fatebinder's service. You're to assume this task is ongoing until we find a more permanent spot, which could very well mean the swiftly approaching end of this war, or when the Fatebinder dismisses you. Is that understood? Oppressive silence. That's an order, Barrack. He'd be stubborn as pulling a spire out of the earth, but he's a good soldier. Hope you don't mind the company. Yeah, alright. I'm honored to have a member of the Iron Legion at my side. So here's Barrack. He's got some armor stuck to him. Let's make him sword and board. So yeah, this is his armor. You can't take it off. It's locked. Barrick's iron shell is a disorderly fusion of rusted scrap from at least 100 warped breastplates and twice as many swords. That this heap of lethal garbage fused itself around Barrick's torso in a rough approximation of armor without destroying him in the process is either a remarkable coincidence or an arcane achievement beyond the comprehension of any smithy. Aside from the omnipresent stench of oil and rust, the reek of a long unwashed body and pools of stagnant bodily fluid suppress the air around Barrick. You. So yeah, he's covered in fused and warped metal, and he can't get it off. Articulation is either due to coincidence or prolonged effort bending at fused iron. Yeah, look at him. Ugh, jeez. It's made of like swords and bits of plate. He's very spiky.
I got it.
I cast Cat Opener. Can't ever to be useful. The chafing, yeah.
Got it.
Heavy leather boots. Not useful. Equivalent. Interesting. Better deflection. Same recovery. Yeah, straight up upgrade. Boots. There we go. How's the shield? Oh, it's bronze. You wouldn't like that. Bearing weapons described as not a gun in this craft, but our supplies are spent. Why not forge bronze? Bronze will do, don't get me wrong. Could take a beating and get bent back into shape, unlike this stubborn iron we have. It's a rare smith who can churn out military-grade bronze consistently. More often than not, it comes out soft. We're garbing the Legion head to toe in iron because it's cheaper and easier to produce for the masses. Couldn't do that with bronze. Of course, some of us do go overboard from time to time. They call the disfavor the Iron Legion for a reason. Why not forge your own iron? Only the forge-bound smiths can make the stuff. If Barrick does well, this is what we'll get him. What are we looking at here? Oh, yeah. Very good. Very good. Look at that, Barrick. You're a work of art. A hot, stinking, unbearable sculpture of war. Forgive me if I don't share your enthusiasm, verse. Harsh critic. Iron shortage. Afraid so. Last shipment down the Batani went missing near Echo Call Crossing. Forge-bound iron is Tunon's responsibility. Why is this the first I'm hearing of it? Keep your voice down. Graven Ash doesn't want to cause a panic. Okay. I've been instructed to aid in Operation Echo Call and keep an eye out for your shipment. I appreciate that, as does the Great General. I'm grateful for your help. I'm here to help, even if it means cleaning up the Archon's mess. No need to salt the wound, Fatebinder. Points to a small set of notches in the wood on the crate. That's how we tell our iron shipments apart from the rest. Inconspicuous, so people don't go snooping around. Okay. What do you got for sale? Well, hang on. Well, no, let's sell that. I'll keep that. Keep those. Yeah, we'll just sell those. But dual daggers? I think dual daggers. I think dual daggers. Let's get ourselves. Oh, can't afford no that dagger. Never mind. Never mind. Make that primary weapon though. And what's Barrick got? He's got a disfavored iron sword. So why don't we swap the bronze sword for an iron sword? Oh wait, is it just straight up worse? That's interesting. The disfavored iron sword. Less damage per second. Slightly more burst damage. Oh no, I'm reading that wrong. Disfavored iron sword has 3 armor penetration. Oh, it has 3 armor penetration and more DPS. Yeah, so it's a straight upgrade over the bronze sword. Easy. Look at that. Look at that. It's curved. Let's see if there's any more trouble we can get into. Service the Younger. Access Commander. I overheard the Earthshakers asking the Earthshakers where the reinforcements have gone. I could lend a hand. Radix was supposed to arrive with his most competent spellslingers, but they haven't arrived yet. Sure. Well, I'll look into it. Why do you think the siege has been delayed so long? Insufficient reputation. 2 armies haven't worked together in years. It's like asking why beasts stink. So there's some discontent in the ranks. I think there's anybody else we can talk to here. Let's go to the chorus camp. I bet that's gonna be a fun place to go. Here, where is ready yet? Not yet. Oh, yeah, he's ready. Okay. What can we get? Guarded form. That's the one. That's the one you can miss. Buy my sword. Don't need that. Oh, here's some, there's a whole tab for vendor trash. I forgot. Oh yeah, sigil of guarded form. Yoink. Learned a new sigil, but I can't use it. Need more lore. Lore or more once more. All right, Scarlet Chorus Camp. Huh. Path is blocked by a group of Vendrian Guard. I think max party size is 4. Yeah, I think it's 4. Hello?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
Aquamarine body paint. Mark this woman as a Tidecaster, one of the southern mage schools you encountered in 429. The School of Tides was a powerful sect of mages with mastery over water and command of the moon's arcane light. The majority of the elders fled, fearing Cairo's coming conquest. Few that remained were slain or imprisoned by the voices of Narat. A swath of blue fabric rests over her arm. The blue flag is a symbol of diplomacy and truce recognized across the known world. It is custom Tearsmen hold dear. To harm another person under the auspice of a blue flag is a grave offense in both the Tears and the Kairos Empire. Okay, so she's come with a flag of truce.
Did the voices of Nurat send you to gather my head and complete his collection? If so, we'll have to save our tussle for another time. Today I have business. Vengeance can wait.
This woman is Tidecaster Ebb. You met along with the other Tidecasters in 429. Meeting under a blue flag, you spoke with the elders of the school to negotiate their surrender to Kairos. Several of the masters were moved by your words and surrendered, but many left the meeting unwilling to bend.
You may have consigned my school to a fate worse than death, but you've done well by the Vendrian Guard. Many of them are alive today thanks to the truce you forged years back. They seem to think you have a trace of nobility in you. Here's hoping they're right.
See, we have one rank of loyalty with Em, and we have 2 ranks of fear. So she both respects and fears us.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
Rules are rules. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
One of the leaders of the attack on Edgering Ruins, Tarkus Deimos was subdued during the battle. In accordance with the disfavor, you ordered Deimos executed. Yeah, Tarkus Deimos is dead, sorry.
I see. That is as I feared, but thank you for telling me all the same. I prefer closure to wishful thinking. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Though you rarely have the luxury of matching names to the countless tearsmen you've encountered, you're reasonably certain she's asking about the Vendrian Guard warrior that took Draz as hostage at the Edgering Ruins. He did not survive the encounter. Should we just tell her he's dead, or should we make the point? Another dead Oathbreaker. Whoever you ask about next, I assure you nothing can be done. Or just, yeah, just he's dead. Yeah, alright. Palox Tyrell's dead. Just keep it to business. Yeah, keep
My
it professional.
apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
How should we end this? Should we ask her some questions? Keep it to business? Let's see what she says.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Who's in charge of the insurrection?
Listen to you, thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tears, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendrian Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Deimos are relations?
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously, so I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
How did you overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the Tiers. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Were there other prisoner swaps?
That is our way, Binder. Here in the South, only thugs and bandits kill prisoners. The younger realms may be guilty of constant fighting, but we never slay each other when the battle's long over. We're not about to change that now. As a rule, Kairos's forces haven't been keen on swapping prisoners. But I know our disfavored prisoners aren't prisoners anymore. I just assumed they were swapped for some of our own.
This question seems terribly naive. Should we ask it? Should we ask, why do you fight? Yeah, why do you resist Kairos?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The younger realms were beset with constant battle. You'd prefer that to Kairos' order?
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
A mage like you would not be the subject of suspicion and fear under Kairos' reign.
I doubt life is any better sworn to some mad Archon. I'd rather stand with my fellow Tearsmen. Or, I suppose, stand immediately behind them in the event of an attack. Yeah, you heard me. Way things were years back, you'd all be calling me a water witch and conspiring to sell me out to the nearest sage. Just because I'm helping you stop Kairos doesn't mean I've forgotten the hospitality of ages past.
And people wonder why the Tearsmen could never unite in time to fight back. It's refreshing to see that some things never change.
What makes you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well, but perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
That's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you.
Okay.
The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Should we tell her? Because the way the edict was worded, it's defeat for the Vendrian Guard either way. Maybe that'll... I'm gonna tell her. Her reaction might be interesting. Yeah, so we'll tell her, yeah, Kairos' forces must take the Ascension home on the Day of Swords, or everybody in the valley fucking dies.
In the name of the vaunted North, the will of Kairos should be delivered with blade and hammer, not to the ears of oathbreakers and compromisers.
Curious. You did say all in the valley. So the edict will affect Kairos' forces? This is most unexpected.
Yep.
That is most troubling. So either the soldiers come to destroy and kill us, or the edict does the work. I suppose we should be so honored the Overlord is taking no chances on us. I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Are we really standing here and chatting with oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
Ask her question.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tears were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's Fatebinders can smell truth from falsehood?
I don't see a reason to lie. Impartial agent of the court. No, that's not true.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace. And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
Let's get into some lore. It varies based on the wording of the proclamation. If Kairos provides a clause allowing the edict to end, that clause can be satisfied.
Ah, so some edicts are forever. The rest are, as long as Kairos has in mind? Needless to say, Kairos' magic is unlike anything we've seen in any Archon. You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by house and guild. In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
Alright. Oh, received a message from Tuna. We got a message from the boss. Wakefield. Word has reached this court that you have issued the Overlord's edict to the Archons of War and Secrets. Know that we understand fully the weight of this burden, and appreciate the loyalty you show in its declaration. Provided you survive the span, your service will be duly recognized. As you navigate the idiosyncrasies and mutual antipathy of our Overlord's War Masters, remember that Kairos watches all with interest. Those who distinguish themselves, whether Fatebinder or Archon, have the opportunity to rise in the Overlord's esteem. Even now, the northern courts whisper that the more successful of the two Archons will be granted rule over the whole of the peninsula. Similarly, your fortunes rest upon the decisions you make. Let's write back. Should we thank him for the advice? Should we request clarification? Or should we bitch to the boss? Right, choose wisely. Tunon Adjudicator, Archon of Justice. How should we reply? Straight up thanks. Thank Archon Tunon, allow me to express my deep appreciation for this opportunity. Few in the Empire have the honor of treating with Archons, and fewer still of reading the empowered words of the Overlord. I endeavor always to emulate your exemplary foresight and judgment. I remain in all things your faithful servant, Fatebinder Wakefield. That's a little too kiss-ass for me, I think. Express dissatisfaction. Archon Tunon, allow me to express my deep appreciation for being sent into this arid backwater for the sole purpose of applying the lash to a pair of bickering children. A lash I am only too pleased to find turned upon myself. Your words of advice find a receptive reader in your most devoted servant, gracious as always for your infinite insight and profound respect for your vassals. In the likely case of my demise, please know that I go to the void without a hint of bitterness at this treatment. Fatebinder Wakefield. Oh, it's so good. But no, we're not going to send that. Clarification. Archon Tunon, am I to understand the Edict of Execution apply... Oops, hit send all. Am I to understand the Edict of Execution applies equally to all within the Valley of Endrian as well, Tearsman and Servant of Kairos alike? Is the Overlord truly willing to sacrifice both the Archon of War and the Archon of Secrets, their armies, the farmers and herdsmen of the region, and a Fatebinder of no small skill, for the sake of killing a handful of insurgents occupying a crumbling ruin? Is it not said that the Overlord has no desire to rule over a wasteland? Fatebinder Wakefield. I like this one. This one I like. This one is respectful, but brings up a good question. So what do you think? Kiss ass, snark, or question? Ask HR. I like this one. We're going to send this one. 24-hour response time. Missive is in transit. So this is a thing. You can send missives to other characters, and they take in-game time to travel back and forth. Hold on, I got to turn off my my Flux app here. There we go. Can you guys see that red shift? I have an app that shifts my screen colors a bit to red after the sun goes down. Can you guys see it? Did you notice a change in color there? I'm curious if OBS picks it up. Or if it's only rendered on my side. Can't tell. Interesting. Well, it's good, because I'd be embarrassed as fuck if it was rendered on OBS as well. Also, I just realized I didn't turn off my audio enhancements, so the bass is cranked way the fuck up. I normally remember to do that.
Can't do that.
Oh, what's going on here? Is this another law matter? Proves everything, like whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. What's the problem here? No problem here, Lord Binder. Captain Fuckwit seems he's about to balk from the challenge. Thinks because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang, so I'm calling him out. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. We have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily, but I'll have your hands and feet removed from the rest of you kept for my own use. Should we intervene? Should we intervene or should we let it happen? Business says stop it. Focus on the enemy. Yeah, alright, yeah, knock it off. Excuse me, this is our way, Faithbinder, and you have no right to stop us. I don't know who you are, but I don't need your help. I think we can handle ourselves just fine. Oh, okay, listen. I see a tune on favor here. A little bit meta, but bickering amongst yourselves cost us the war effort as a whole. It does affect outside the chorus. Fine. Yeah, we want as much tune on favor as we can get. We'll find out why later. Yeah, knock it the fuck off, guys. We got business. Past this point is chorus territory. You don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm always in the right place. Walking hunk of rust. What's she, maybe it doing here? Allied warrior, glare silently, knock her over, or disfavor thought I need a minder. This is funny. Do we do the comedy option? Comedy, glare silently. 3. Yeah, 3. Step in close. Push her over. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fatebinder. Alright. Death knell. Hello? You're Tudon's Fatebinder. Stick to your words and law, leave the fighting to us grown adults. What do you need? You said something with the horde thing? Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. Yeah, she's talking about conscripts. Take our prisoners alive, give them a chance to live, to be reborn into something better. Put any and every able body to the sword like the disfavored do is nothing but a waste. To conquer an enemy is a new ally, it merely requires the proper coercion. We do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rare, but they do try. I have a better plan. What's that plan? What might that be? Think of a redouble our efforts to recruit settlers, focusing on the unaligned, unsuspecting, instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with oathbreakers. How do you plan to convince them? A knife point has sufficed well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach. Alright, well, if it means expediting the end to this meandering conflict, so be it. Okay. What were you expecting? Let's see, from your deeds during conquest to how you've helped us since then. Suppose I didn't expect much. You've done nothing to challenge it. Okay. Salvador's. Anything to report, soldier? What about the course isn't unusual? Voices of Borat. Nice. Ooh, a secret. I'll just steal from the sleeping bag. Oink. The House of Frag sends its regards. Greetings. Greetings. Can't get much here. Sigil of Vigor, that's cool. Yeah, vigor is good to have. Sigil of precise action. Accent. Channeled strength. That would be useful if we had 2 more gold rings, or bronze rings, pardon me. Can I wrangle up 2 more rings worth of... Nope. Alright, just that for now. Ah, new spell core. Yes, we have a new core. Sigil of Vigor. Which does not accept the ranged expression, but it does accept the touch expression. Titan's Touch boosts might and vitality. Bad touch. No, good touch. It's a buff. These guys, I think, are trainers. Think about yourself, Baz. And Reg. Priorities change when you hear screams of the night and feel a blade to your neck. Things like farms or families don't seem as important. Used to have nightmares about the culling. Felt awful, remembering how I hacked my mom and dad to bits just so I could survive. Jeez. Calling fire from nothing. Teach me. Okay, you can't teach me lore. Maybe you can. Lore, yes. Teach me lore. Lore Boar wants more lore. There we go. We trained a bunch of lore. Spent all our money on training. But look at all this lore. 55 lore. Now I can learn. No, I can't. I'm still 5 short. Alright, we'll steal some more from the camp here. Oh, there's 5th Eye. The Binder of Tunon arrives. Now that you've issued the Edict and doomed us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? I trust you're getting your warriors ready for battle. You know the Oathbreakers are focused in the Citadel beneath the mountain spire. We have learned this is not their only nest. Given their pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintain camp at the Outer Valley. You have how large a force for all these weeks? You've let the enemy move freely through the valley? I'm hurt. Insult my manners and maturity, but do not insinuate I sit idle when there's blood to be shed. We have dealt with countless Oathbreakers, but one group remains at large despite our best efforts. Captain Palox's crew consistently evades or kills our own gangs. The disfavored think you can't control your horde, that many are defecting. Wrong, and perhaps it is no mean feat to hurt this many desperate lives. For every 2 hands of humanity, there is at least 1 finger that snaps from the stress of our ways. A few have been lost in the margins, I won't deny that, but if you store grain, expect some rat feces. If you lead killers, expect some desertion. Alright, he needs help. Assaulting the Vendrian Guard's secondary camp, and questioning Variah Kell. Perhaps you'll get less screams and tears and more useful information. So why not just ask the Archon of Secrets? They could interrogate anything. An unintelligible mutter escapes from under the 5th Eye's mask. I do not tell the voices of Narat what to do, nor do I question his motives. The Archon is busy plotting the efficient destruction of these Oathbreakers and is not to be disturbed. The Archon demand personal interrogations only ever been with leaders, mages, or others of great merit. I imagine the interrogation process is not to be taken lightly. Perhaps it's downright exhausting. I'll speak to the prisoner. Ooh, a scroll. Or we learned. Oh, the Sigil of Illusion. Using its powers to misdirect and confuse. So we have a Spectral Blur, makes the target harder to hit. 30% graze deflection, 30% hit deflection. And False Pit. Conjures an illusion of an endless black pit below the target. That's cool. Cool. Not enough lore slots, though. Alright, let's interrogate. Fifth eye was already. Fifth eye is right there, dude. Oh, look at his staff. It's on fire. Look at that. Alright. Hey, someone, I wish to bow before the voices of Narat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. This one was hollering earlier. She knows the location of the Veteran Guard encampment, but isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing that I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcome into the chorus as a captain. Then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. Why should I trust the words of an oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. Picture the false pit illusion is like in Looney Tunes. Yes, that's exactly probably what it is. I imagine that. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live, and you don't need to be the Archon of Premonition to know the younger realms are gone for good. Alright, tell me what you know, and I'll see to your release. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Palox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. You're lying. Tell me what you actually know, and I'll see about saving you. Well, so I don't exactly know where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you. Search that one. She points with her to a nearby corpse. Dark one, missing most of his face. Check his boot. He was the literate one in our crew. He had the orders. He yanks the boot off the fallen guardsman, and a rolled parchment slides out and is thrust into Fifth Eye's hands. It's nonsense, just a mash of words. She said that you had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our time. I heard her say she'd swear fealty to the voices of Narat. An initiation rite would be in order. And seeing as you are an expert in the subject of fate, I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What then would you propose we do with her? Test her loyalty, have her kill the other prisoners, send her back as a spy, or use her as a work slave. One? Yeah, let's test her loyalty. Pariah, kill these guardsmen with something blunt. Oh, good sound effect. Oh, jeez. Good sound effect. Heavy rock, good choice. Yeah, okay. Welcome to the Scarlet Chorus. All she gave was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
Voice comes from another prisoner, an older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds on the sages of the School of Ink and Quill. His clothes appear charred, and between the tips of fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Read the parchment. You unroll the parchment and see a message modest length. The Tearsmen speak the canto just like the Northerners, but they have half a dozen different ways of writing it. This particular script is unknown to you. Can you read this?
Let me see. I can't. So, I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
A few hours? Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. Alright. Can't hurt to give him a few hours. Then again, we are on the clock. Should we push him to translate now? Yeah, let's give him a few hours. You Read the edict? I don't need to tell you the sundial is working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. The voices of Narat will be upset to know you've squandered a source of enemy intelligence. How true. Then we shan't put him to waste. He will serve as a most riveting source of amusement as we put him on trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Alright, so we could be his champion in the trial, which sounds like it's going to be a trial of combat. Or we could just, you know, demand the chorus release him into my custody. We need the prisoner alive. This is a terrible idea. Or we fight. Let's go with 2. Yeah, release the prisoner and take him into my custody. Not a chance. He's our prisoner. Think you can crack the information we need out of his skull without troubling the Archon? That's one thing. You're not walking out of here with our property. True. But by Kairos' law, he could swear fealty to me and become my sworn vassal. My property.
A most clever technicality. And I would happily serve the Archon of Justice's warrior. Especially if it means getting out of this mess without a perforated lung.
Silence, old man. Good luck bowing to the Fatebinder with your head pulled from your neck. The chorus earned this prisoner right and proper. If you wish to rob him from me, go ahead. But all will know you are the sort of Fatebinder to take as you please. Alright, we could fight him. We could just take him, or we could grab him by the mask and go aggro on him. I kind of want to go aggro. I kind of want to see what he does. Or we could just exercise authority and be like, yeah, just fucking hand him over, bitch. Yeah, everybody says 4. Okay, let's do it. Grab him by the mask. Did you just tell me no? It's a whimpering squeal as you grab him by the chin of his mask. Ooh. Release the prisoner to me and I won't shame and degrade you in full view of your followers. Yes, yes! As he struggles to rest free. Yeah, you two, release the sage. He's the Fatebinder's problem now. Alright, we got ourselves a wizard.
Thank you. Oh, I thought I was going to wind up as another corpse in that pile. Now, hand me that parchment. The sooner I can find out what it says, the sooner I can get out of this place.
Time passes. Much of the parchment was weathered. I could make out important parts of the text. The note mentions a meeting spot west of Trip Meadow. So the old sage knows his words after all. I'd ask you travel ahead and see if you can't get this Captain Florian to yield to the chorus. He will strike at first sight of a chorus gang, but perhaps they will parley with if yours is the face they see. I know the area. I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. Slow down. Well, you're offering to come with me. Why? Because the alternative is what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire, and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an Edict of Kairos. I'd be a fool to let someone else write your story. You want to chronicle me? Of course. Even if the burning library is never rebuilt, our work to chronicle the days and events needn't cease. And you're a noteworthy player in this whole war. I can't think of another living Fatebinder that has been twice given the honor of proclamation. Introductions. Sage Lantry, formerly of the Vellum Citadel, and now of, well, nowhere. Alright. Well, we definitely should take him with us. Should we start off the loyalty track or the fear track? Remember, these are different tracks. 3. Alright, come with me. Splendid. we got a wizard. Wizard. Spell strength. Alright, preservation is useful. Preservation is mostly healing stuff. That's actually pretty useful. Sage is just magic and debuffs. Although ancient knowledge is good. Extra, what do you call them? Lore slots. Or magic slots is always useful. Let's give him this. Let's give him, well, on the other hand, these are pretty good. I don't know. Reviving a fallen comrade is useful. We're not going to get that for a while, though. Actually, that is very useful. That's extremely... Okay, yeah, Sage it is. Is it a... What would you rate this game out of 10? Is it a unique RPG system? It is, yeah. It seems to be... I don't think it's based on anything. I think it's a bespoke system. Notably, unlike Baldur's Gate, this system was designed explicitly with real-time with pause in mind, which means that it's not just a straight-up nerf to all spellcasters. Like, spells land first, and then they reset. Deciphering magics is cool. But yeah, I don't know what I'd rate it out of 10, but I would rate it very highly for sure. I enjoy this game immensely. Hey, it's a little helmet. There you go. Yeah, hide helmet. Gives cool hair. Actually, let's hide everybody's. Well, yeah. Yeah, so Diggs, check it out. Check out who it is, Diggs. See who it is? See who it is?
Consider it done.
Right.
He's gonna die again. No, he's not. So we could take a moment and talk here to Lantry and others, or we could just press on. What do we want to do here? Oh, actually, there's more loot. Backstory is fine. You can learn some cool things by talking to characters. Sometimes you get cool stuff. Ooh, Scarlet Fury armor. Versa will want that. Straight upgrade to her bloody Scarlet Fury armor. And in better condition, too. Quiet Shiv. Piss off. Yeah, you piss off. Had to move the chat window to see this, sorry. Piece of cheese, totally worth it.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, had the console open there accidentally. How do I get up there? Oh, it's a cart turned over, that's how. Matt Mercer, where? I don't think so. You just having a laugh, Diggs? I don't think so, no. Okay, oh right, backstory. Oh, back in we go. Okay, well, right, let's talk to Lantry. Tell me of your magic. I'm asking what you can do. Oh, is it? Holy shit, was it? I didn't realize. Major areas of focus: preservation, concealment, and healing. Arts that serve me well in this newfound life. Sage has studied all kinds of magic, but as chronicler, I wanted magic that would help me see more, achieve more, and protect objects of historical value. Seeing as I feel like an overlook and need protection, my skills suit me well. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that was actually Matt Mercer. Teach me anything? Sure, I can show you how to blend your own inks, train birds to think you're their mom, how to turn a goat into parchment, but I'm sure you'd prefer to learn some magic. Alright. If you have a few hours, I can show you the basics of healing magic. And no time like the present. 7 quick strokes. First principles. When mending wounds and easing pain, we invoke the magic of the Orphan Midwife, Archon of Rebirth. By invoking her sigil, we channel her mastery, however briefly, through our hands. Now trace the sigil following the lines in the order I sketched them. I didn't realize. Orphan Midwife was born in 160, about to Kairos in 201. They say where she walked, plants would sprout, the sick would grow vigorous. She'd also send most folks into fits of rage and animals in the heat. Sounds like quite a riot. We know her magic by way of one of her first disciples, who migrated to the Tiers in 222 to spread her wisdom, an act that happened to be illegal under Kairos' law. For that and a host of other transgressions, the Orphan Midwife has been imprisoned for over a century, or so the story goes. Since this isn't your first catch-up, I'll move a little quickly. Okay. Ah. We have learned control life. So if you need to heal pain as opposed to purge an infection, you'd move your hand like so, but that's enough for now. Alright. Born in Sunder, no kids. Learn sigils and spells. I've written on all manner of subjects. Magic, birds, language, geometry. My main focus has been chronicling. How did you wind up here? When the Vellum Citadel was set aflame, I fled as fast as my knees would carry me. Vendrian's well seemed at least suicidal option. Mind you, I was laboring under the misconception the Vendrian guard had surrendered. Looks first at his left arm, then his right, and reads through the assorted notes. Ah, yes, 7th of sparring. That's when I crossed the mountains. That would be 2 days? 3 days after the Vendrian guard jettisoned their surrender and claimed the citadel in the valley. He survived because you did. Yeah, he did. That's how he survived, because I held off on the edict. That's I didn't realize that, but yeah. What can you tell me about the Oathbreakers and their forces? Vendrian guards surrendered in 429. Hid in the valley, gathering the resources to challenge the garrison. Highest count, they numbered over 400. And before you ask, as a connoisseur of the inevitable, I have made my peace with the Overlord and bowed to his might. Their strategy is largely non-existent. They cling to the hope their example will inspire others to come to the valley and join their cause. The recent inaction of the Archons has emboldened them. Some even think the Archons fear the Vendrian Guard. I'm sure they have it quite wrong. Once more sages than I could name. Many have died and taken prisoner. Okay, the sages would not bow to Kairos, yet you do. True. My peers can grasp many abstract concepts, but on the subject of hopeless wars, their stupidity rises to idiotic splendor. The sages believe themselves the mightiest magical guild in the Tiers, and they could even back that claim, but they mistook being the best for being a match for Kairos. How is it so many can study so much history and learn so little? I've studied Kairos and the Archons in great detail, enough that I am no longer blinded by fear of their magic, nor by any of their special gifts. To my mind, it seemed like nonsense to bow to a mere king or queen when one could serve Kairos, the living embodiment of rulership. What was your role? Chief Writers of the Chronicle. It's our attempt to record the truth of all things in their proper sequence. Oh. He's a historian. Alright, more later. In the meantime, new spell. Sigil of Life. Oh, okay, so Sigil of Life will accept touch, restoring touch. Will also accept healing wisps, range. That's cool. Let's give Lantry's. How is your lore not high enough? How is my lore higher than yours? Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. Well, You can at least give that one a barrack. And I bet he could use Zap Touch as well. And let's give... Spanish says, all spent time getting stones and doing magic. Dude, you have no idea. I'll show you later. I'll show you later. Let's give him Create Pit. That's funny. Yeah, dude, there's a whole side quest involving, well, you'll see. We'll ask Lantry later about his special inks. It's pretty fucking good. Alright, let's do, I guess that one. I guess the remote settlement first, and then Echo Call. No, actually, this is the most pain in the ass. Let's start back here. Encounter. You make out a flash of light on bronze through the trees, accounting by the movement of several individuals. That much bronze must indicate a group of Oathbreakers, and they seem to be just around the next bend. Approach quietly, approach openly, or avoid them. What should we do? Sneak. Yeah, alright. You move. Yeah, I'm supposed to be sneaky, damn right. Not one patrol of warriors, but two. Apex heraldry in heavy bronze mark the first group as a member of Vendrian Guard. The other warriors wear rings of bronze likeness. In heavy cured leather? A sign of their tabard styled in the likeness of the Bane. I'm surprised this isn't a codex entry. The Bane are actually a thing. We'll get into that later on. You hear that a group of mercenaries out of Haven adopt similar heraldry. Spy on them, speak with them, attack, or leave. Let's spy on them. You close to within listening distance. Vendrian Guard are hoping to recruit the mercenaries. On certain terms, if the Vendrian wall falls, Kairos' edict will slay every Tearsman. Such is the way of the Overlord. His troops die, or we all die. There's no middle road, no parley, and no quarter. Speak with them? Expose the lie. Yeah, he's got it wrong. He's saying that the edict will kill everyone in the valley if the Citadel falls. That's the opposite of what it'll do. That is the exact opposite. You step forward, revealing yourself from the bush, setting the Tearsmen scrambling. You point at the guardsman, calling out a self-serving lie. The mercenaries have little to gain from working with the Vendrian Guard and everything to lose. The Edict of Execution will slay those in the valley only if the Citadel does not fall to Kairos' forces. You should know, you tell them. The edict was issued by your lips. Yeah, better bow to the Overlord. Alright, here we go. Let's try out that pit spell.
Trouble is afoot.
I think I'm seeing double.
Yeah. Knocked him over.
Savage. Take much more of it.
Okay, Lantry, chug a potion or something, dude. Oh, I guess I should give him a potion. He's got potions. Lantry, come on. Come on. Fireball.
Take that!
No, damn it, stuck. Okay, got him.
I can't.
God damn it.
Feel my.
I can't can't believe they knocked out the entry. I mean, actually, yes, I can.
Take that! I got
Fireball! Praise the Lord. Come on, use the fire.
On it.
There, you get the fire. You get the zap.
I'm going down!
On it.
Jesus, wish I could do that. There we go. Okay. Verse leveled up. Verse could do with some finesse. He exploded, yeah. Skirmisher is more of a ranged attack. Yeah, it is. Well, there's some other stuff. That's cool. Killing spree. The Tribe
Yes.
Zorg. Crow Triumph is known only in the flames. Ooh, those are cool. We got a very good bronze sword. Okay, you know what? That's way better than the dagger, so let's go twin short swords for the time being. We'll go back to daggers later. You, meanwhile, actually, that's actually kind of cool. Spear and shield. It's actually kind of cool. I like that. As melee weapon, right? Respawning bad guys, not so much. Not that I'm aware of. Spiky, yeah. Yeah, iron swords are really spiky for some reason. Spear and shield always been cool. Spear and shield is the OG sword and board. Ooh, a bronze dagger. Okay, I maybe spoke too soon about the dagger thing. She's got her own cool weapons. She's got Red Rivers and Gutseeker. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, I think shit quality. That's a good dagger, though. It's better than that one. Twin daggers is style. Well, okay, let's do. Well, no, let's keep that because I like the iron because of the armor penetration. Definitely one iron, one bronze. It's the patrician loadout. Okay, onward.
You learn something every day.
Hey, level up. More wits. Wits is good. Agility? Learn a little magic. Bonus to lore skill. Yeah, I like bonuses to lore skill. I also like bonus. Ooh, when wielding a melee weapon, sometimes riposte missed melee attacks. That is cool. Magic. Yeah, you're right. Magic. Magic. Magical prodigy. So with that buff, can Wakefield now? Yes, we can now learn these. Well, we can learn guard expression. Alright, guarded expression. Oh, it's armor spells. Okay. Grounded core. Wreath the target in electrical energy. Enemies that strike the ally are zapped for shock damage. Let's try it with fire. Portion of incoming fire damage heals you and your fire armor is increased. That's cool. That's very cool. This one, Champion's Fortune. Armor bonus when under 35% health. Very cool. Mirror Image. Ooh. Create duplicate illusions around the target. Significant bonus to parry and dodge. Also very cool. Vital Body. Enchant the target with a long-lasting regenerative effect. Self-encirculation protection does sound pretty good. Let's do that. Let's replace Electric Jolt. Let's replace Electric Jolt. The cool thing is we can just swap out spells whenever the hell we want. Oh yeah, they're injured. Those are cleared on rest. We'll rest later. Merchant's Boots. Earthshaker Hood. And a staff. Oh yeah, I have a staff, I just haven't used it. Staffs are cool.
On it.
Zap. Use it for a bit. Ooh, time to be sneaky.
Slow and steady.
Let me check something. No, I didn't get sneak attack. So I'm going to queue up a couple of spells all at once. And we're just going to let fly.
Can't.
So that's going to hit a bunch. That's only going to hit one. That's only going to hit one. Well, one is enough. Okay, so Wakefield cancels. Lantry gets closer. Oh, jeez, too close, too close, too close, too close.
Consider it done.
Too close. Okay, there we go.
I'll take care of it.
Look at that! Keep your corpse.
Ah, alright. That worked. Why are you still sneaking? Stealth mode over.
Right.
Use a bit of healing. Sure, it's fine. Versus in dodge mode, that's good. I've been knocked over.
Right.
They never had a chance. Get up, Fatefinder!
Damn it! I have to focus on melee here with fire. Yes, yes it is.
I'm on it.
Okay, he's on fire. He's dead. Damn. That one's really being a pain.
Not a problem, boss. Oh, someone
Edict
stitch
does
me up.
Self-preservation.
Another scar? Fine.
Didn't work.
I will aid you.
I'm trying to focus fire. It's not working. There we go. And as for you,
I'll take care of it.
I better not wake up dead.
just gonna have Lantry deal with that one. Ow! Alright. Why don't you have a nice trip? Ah, it didn't work.
Guy feels
Damn it. They geeked the mage. I can't believe they geeked the mage.
I will aid you.
Do I have any potions left? I do have some. But, I can't swap in combat. I maybe I did that wrong. No, you can't. Okay. No, would you fucking die? Eat the berries. There, dead. Right, no more fucking arrow shit with you, bud.
Smashed to pieces!
Hey, Barrick just leveled up and got fully healed. Nice. Let's go increase might. And let's give him Art of the Blade. Yeah, when you level up, you get fully healed. It's pretty cool. Sometimes, like this, to save your ass. Dead. Right. Let's take a minute and let everybody heal up. Let's also distribute these potions better. How do I split the stack? There we go. Alright, that's healed enough. Let's talk with these Earth Shakers. Hellspar. Ah, fate bended. How fortuitous. For us, I mean. Definitely not for the Oathbreakers. Where's the rest of you? Was part of your squad killed? The Oathbreakers felled Cassandra before we could erect a barricade, but our circle alone was all Master Radix could feast to spare. I mean, all he could spare. Did Ash not order your entire guild return from Azure? With all due respect, it's not a matter I'd expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot abandon Cairn to the Stone Sea. Only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains. We cannot spare another mage. So Radix refused Ash's orders. I'm not of a rank to make such sweeping evaluations, but I'd say he interpreted them in his own manner and to the best of his judgment, rather than outright refusing them. He's an Iron Guard, after all. Not if your general, his entire army's dead. If what? How? The Overlord issued an edict of execution. If we don't take the well by Cairo's Day of Swords, everyone will die, including Ash. Well, clearly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. Had he known, assuredly the guild would have come in full force. Or perhaps you would not have come at all. But you're here now, and you cannot escape the edict, so I suggest you report to Severus in this favored camp and you help us win the battle, or you'll be as dead as the rest of us. Salute. Alright. Success. Let's knock out this one. reinforcements. Is this diverse? Fifth Eye has a sense of humor sending you. I'm here to run up the guard. Oh yeah? Go to steal my quarry? The camp is just yonder. Some of them left a few hours ago looking for food, but haven't returned yet. What's your plan? Lost two of my gang in the mountains. We've been on half rations for days. So until we get a much larger contingent, we're not likely to win any fight we start. Now that you're here, my gang will hold back and keep an eye out for trouble when we swoop in if things get messy. No need to push your warriors. Too cowardly to fight or glare silently. Let's taunt him a little bit. Too cowardly to fight. I see how it is. Yes, I have to throw away the lives of my gang and we pursue something far more grandiose and profitable. You make your move, we'll descend and help with capturing Florian. I'll cheat at battle, but not with reputation. Heed what you kill, soldier. Damn right. At least you won't try and take credit.
Huh.
Staff of Atrophy. Corrode damage.
Slow and steady.
Sneak mode. Engaged. Let's do this properly.
Consider it done.
Tell me you don't have to get it right. Oh, Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to use this? It's so short-ranged. Pump subterfuge, I guess. Oh well, fireball.
Send me yours!
Ah, I got him. We're gonna open with some special attacks this time.
Consider it done.
Are you afraid of death?
Lantry.
Consider it done.
On your knees, worm!
Fill your
Oh, nice. It actually worked. I guess that's how it works, is you have a long time before stealth blinds up.
On your
Or
command.
blinds off. Lantry did a special attack and paralyzed the guy. That's what happened.
Queen!
Now we're gonna set him on fire.
Have a look here.
Trap detected. Oh. No, I'm fighting the Vendrian guard. Just, you know, just Oathbreakers. I'm only killing Oathbreakers. Trap disarmed. Finally kill those who have refused the mercy
You didn't
of the
see
Overlord.
nothing.
Trap detected.
Huh. Have a look
Okay,
here.
Okay, okay.
On it.
And then retreat before I'm seen. Yep, there we go. Set this up right.
Not a problem, boss.
Okay, right there is fine. We advance across the open ground under cover of noon. No one will see us coming. Yes. Brilliant.
Can't do that.
Send me your...
Feels like my bowels
What the
are
hell? What did he just do?
on
Right.
fire.
He just teleported. What the fuck?
Right.
That's not fair.
Bleed out, you little shit. isn't working.
See that? I got it.
Cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Okay, use the thing, Derek. Taunt. Come on. There we go, taunted. Stunned. Ow.
On it.
Trap disarmed. Any loot up here? Does it look like? No, no loot. So let's just go confront Palux Florian. He's in here. There he is. Hello.
Curious.
The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up. Wait, I know you. How in Tyranny do I know it? Can it be? Peacebinder? Come to lecture me about not holding up my end of the surrender? If you value your life, drop everything and flee, or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too, just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. Surrender now? I left my nicest blue flag at the camp, or die Oathbreaker? Two. I left my nicest blue flag back at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. Fine, speak your mind. Try anything funny, I'll run my fox clear up your backside until you taste prawns. Strain your blade. Remember I told you it wasn't just any fate binder that saved my life, it was the Peacebinder. Listen before you taunt your way into a fight. Honor dictates I stay my blade. Please speak. Submit to the voices of the rat and the soldiers go free. Of course knows I'm here. Surrender now. Lie. Graven Ash sent me to inquire. Lie. We have Brother Tyrell. Or lie. Surrender. We'll take it to see voices of the rat. Or run now. I'll tell the others you died. Or die Oathbreaker. Let's go with the first one. Yeah, I'm trying to save lives like I did in the past. If you'll submit to the voices of the rat, the soldiers go free. You have my word. I have the Peacebinder's word. So I get to meet that masked monstrosity and my crew lives on, so they might die in the next battle. I think it'd be less worrisome if you told me I had to be Karen's peg boy. Aren't you listening? They just want you. They want just you. The rest of us slip away and have a chance. If this were a battle and you could stand in front of a disfavored phalanx and stall them long enough for me and the crew to escape, you'd do it. You wouldn't think twice. Tyrell would say the same. I'll do it. If you allow my soldiers to leave, I will concede and agree to be your prisoner. Okay. Tell the crew back home I'll return soon. If not, well, if that happens, I trust you'll all avenge me. Right. I can't come back empty-handed. They said I only need you. The rest are free to go. Okay. My stuff. Ooh, loot. Accent of Frostfire. Now that sounds worthy of He Who Burns. A magical accent which fuses the cores of frost and fire together. Alright, check this out. Sigil of Frostfire. Mage Fire and Frozen. You shameless loot goblins. Yes. This is cool. Let's learn that one. Boom, Frostfire. We can even turn it into a fireball. Frost fireball, if you will. I most certainly will. Well, what we can't do is we can't do it with proximate expression, or guided form, pardon me, because don't have enough lore. But, yeah, Frostfire. once we learn the Sigil of Frost, you can do the same in reverse and add Mage Fire to it. Ooh, a hammer. Hammers are cool. Hammers are very cool. Tenderizer. Let's give him a hammer. Hammers are cool. That's not bad. Parrying. Parrying is useful, especially if you don't have armor. Actually, hold on. Defenses. Endurance defense. Will defense. That's me. Magic defense. Dodge. Parrying is currently higher than dodge. Okay. Dodge defense from bows, javelins, or magic spells. Parrying defends against melee attacks. What's that talent? Replace dodge with parry against ranged. I thought there was a way to do reverse. I thought there was a way to do dodge against melee, but I guess not. Oh well. Doesn't matter. More on the way. Patrol from this morning coming back. Oh, look at that. Cabin's in one piece. You haven't won yet. Second patrol should be returning right about now. You can tackle the incoming patrol by ganging them and make sure the Southbreaker sees the voices of the rats. Yeah, alright. Let's meet the patrol.
Can't do that. I got it.
Eliminate the reinforcements. There they are. Hello, reinforcements. Have some Frostfire. Enjoy.
Your days end here!
Frostfire, Frozen and Mage Fire. Ha 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 ha. Okay, now let's deal with you, actually. Oh, let's do fire armor.
As much as I do.
Yes, praise Zord.
Trouble before me!
The hell was that attack animation?
I'm not built for this sort of violence.
Psst. Yeah, let's give it a boost. God damn it, Bruce, stop dying.
Dark all of a sudden.
No. Why is everyone dying?
On your knees,
Wow.
worm!
Fucking gibbed. And dead.
On it. On it.
Alright. We managed not to get everyone killed. I mean, not completely. Let's go rest up. If anybody ever gets to 10 wounds, they fucking die. Some of them are at 3. You hear the sound of children's laughter. What's going on? A group of 4 youths gathered beside a small stream. 2 of the children sit on the rocks, holes in hand, staring at the water. The other 2 are seated near a bucket, taking turns whacking eels. Threaten the children, speak to the children, or return to the road. Let's talk to them. Just go to the woods, drawing the attention of the children. Eyeing warily. Eldest notes your heraldry and hawks a ball of phlegm at the reeds. Punish the spitter! No, no. Should we go fishing with the kids? Or should we tell the story or leave them alone? Let's fish with them, yeah. Youth, relax as you sit with them, poking your bait into the snake holes and waiting for a catch. Ah, a massive beast from the stream, cracking its head on the stone until it goes still. Alright. We return to the road with our catch. Hey, well fed. Yes. Eel, delicious. Oh, Received a missive from the boss. Wakefield. The wrath of the Overlord falls heavily upon those who have earned it, and we are but instruments of Kairos' terrible will. Disobedience, incompetence, and betrayal require the harshest possible response, lest the world falter and descend again into anarchy. Forget not who you serve, and know that all you do in the name of order and tranquility. That name is Kairos. To non-adjudicator, Archon of Justice. Okay. That's a long-winded way of saying yes. Hey, we did it. Oh, no, her. Nope, not her. Who do we report that one to? Oh, that's just straight up complete. Okay, cool. Let's rest, clear some of these injuries, and then I think I'll call it a night there. Alright, let's save.
Somebody once told me.
Alright, and that is gonna be it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. See you next week for, I guess, the conclusion of the thrilling prologue. Have a good night, everyone.